guys, it's Mary Ellen. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Glad you have joined me today. So, if you're anything like me, you've got a lot of free time on your hands right now, and I know a lot of you are watching a lot more Netflix. Don't lie, you are, so am I. So, what better time than to do a Netflix tracker on my channel? I've always wanted to do this, and I just never got around to it, so why not now? What I've started out with is a piece of Happy Planner filler paper, and I just drew this Netflix here. What I did to make the curve was I just kind of estimated where the curve would be, and I just kind of did that and then wrote this out. I did this so that I could get my face close to the paper. If you guys know me, you guys know my eyesight is not the best, so I wanted to do this a little more accurate than had I been far away. So that's why I penciled it in first. But what I'm going to do now is trace it, and then we're going to start figuring out what else to do with the page. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet, but you guys can do it with me. So I'm going to use a Pentel Energel 0.7 to outline these letters, and then I'll probably be coloring them in red because red is Netflix. So let's begin. Okay, so I had a little bit of difficulty because this is like a piece of artboard under here. This is not my desktop. This is like a piece of contact paper on top of an art board, like an illustration board. So it's a little bit soft when I use these pens, and I put a piece of paper under here because I thought maybe that would help. It was skipping a little bit, and then look what happened here. I'm not sure what to do about that, but hopefully when I color it in red, it might cover it up a little bit. I don't know, but let's just wait and see. So I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit and color that in after, because if I color it in now, I won't be able to erase the pencil lines first, and you might see those through. I don't want to erase the pencil lines yet because with these Pentel Energels, you do have to let it dry for a little bit before you erase any lines, or you're definitely gonna get smears. So I'm gonna probably do my whole spread and then come back and color it in at the end. All right, so tracker, I guess I'll use maybe like a Papermate Flare. Let me see, do I have one? Look, I need to get some different pen storage because it's getting a little bit crowded up in here. These pens are not practicing social distancing at all. So if you don't have a Papermate Flare, you should probably get one because these are awesome. And this one's starting to run out of ink a little bit, so this one might not be as awesome, but it looks like it's working okay so far. So let me know in the comments down below what your plans are for today, what you're gonna do today to make yourself a little bit happier, a little bit more cheerful in this nasty time. I am gonna be filling my hot tub because it got unbalanced for a very long time, and I'm trying to get it balanced and filled, and you know, so we can enjoy the hot tub, and it's something to do when you're bored, right? Okay, so now what I think I'm gonna do probably is like make an outline for the page. I was gonna do it in washi tape, but I might just do it in pen. I am not sure. Washi tape, pen. I was looking for red skinny washi, but I couldn't find any, unfortunately. So we could either use black skinny washi tape or pen. I feel like washi tape is a little safer because if I mess it up, I can like pull it up and reattach it, rather than like pen. If I mess it up, it's done. I just mess it up. Chances are I will mess it up. So let's put down some washi tape. I'm just looking at my skinny washi, trying to figure out which one to use. All right, so what about polka dots? I love this one. I don't know if I want to use it on this because then I won't have it anymore, and I love it. Or we can do like a, how about this one? This is like a gold star thing. Or there's this one too. Maybe this one, because you can see the stars better. That kind of reminds me of like Hollywood stuff. I don't know. That's kind of my thought process on that anyway. So let's just put some washi tape kind of surrounding it to make it a little more fancy, because we can all use something fancy in our planners, right? It's hard to get this line down straight when you have a really long line of washi tape. But don't pull it tightly, because if you pull it too tight, it looks like it goes down fine, but then like a little while later, it pops up off the page. So you have to be sure. See, the problem with not pulling it tightly is this is what happens. That's why it's a little bit difficult to do. You kind of have to make sure that it's going down straight up at the top, or it's gonna have that problem. But yeah, try not to pull it too tight, because see what it does? It pulls up the page. That's how I know it's too tight. I have to like loosen it a little bit. And it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, although for me, maybe it does. I don't know. I mean, that's not great. I think it's a little crooked at the top here. That's better. Still a little bit, but I'm gonna live with it. Let's not go crazy with perfection. It's okay if your planner lines are like slightly off, because, you know, probably nobody will ever notice that but you. Do you see how at the bottom it kind of goes out a little? I'm going to try to live with it and let it go. See if my perfectionist tendencies will allow that to happen. I don't know. Also, what's bothering me greatly, do you see something else that would bother you? I think you probably have recognized what that is, and that is the line on the right-hand side at the top is definitely longer than the line on the left-hand side. So I'm trying to let that go and recognize that I did not make Netflix perfectly centered at the top, which, you know, is difficult to do. I could have measured it and all. I just didn't. I just kind of started it and was winging it. So I'm all right with that. It saved me some time and some hassle. So it's pretty centered. Like, it's not really, really off. So I'm going to live with it. Those little pieces of washi. Don't you hate those? I feel like I have them everywhere. I've got washi scraps everywhere. All right, almost done. Let me just get that little piece at the end. That bothers me, but all right, let's leave it. Okay, that looks pretty good. So it makes it a little more fancy if you frame your page. I mean, you certainly don't have to, but just gives it a little oomph that you might want in your planner. All right. So now we got to figure out what on earth we're going to do with the rest of this page. I don't really know. I considered black boxes because that's my jam. But is that too boring? I don't have enough red boxes because in the color, I was looking in the Colorful Boxes book, and like the red in here is a little bit too, unless I use these bigger ones. I mean, it depends on how many shows I want to track. Maybe I don't need to track that many. But I want to give myself enough space so that I can add to it later on. You know what I mean? Let me just see. 1, 2. So I could probably do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this might be enough, but I don't know. Also, if I color this in red at the top, don't I want these to be black? Or maybe I would do red, black, red, black. Come on, you guys, help me. Help me here. There's these, but I felt like these were like not red enough. Especially once I color that in red, it's gonna be darker. So that's why I wasn't thinking about using those. So if I use these then, is that too many shows that I'm tracking? Like, although I guess having more space is better than having less space because like I said, I can always add to it later so that I don't have to create like a whole new page. So maybe I should go in that direction. Let's just put one down and see what I think. So what I'm going to do is have the show written out here and then have the number of seasons over here. Then I'm going to have space though on this side. That's a little bit... I also wonder, is this big enough to write some of the names of these shows that are like bigger? Like if I was to write The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, I mean, I can always like abbreviate it or something. What about the journaling sticker book? I was thinking about that too. I wish I had another one of these because I'm running out. I could use these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's only 6 of them. I do have another journaling book, but I think I used them all. I mean, I could use these. I don't like those as much. And I could use these, but I don't like those as much. Not for this page anyway. Obviously, I like this book and I use it a lot. I could use these banners, but I think that's a little weird. So let me see if I can find my other journaling sticker book to see if I have more stickers. Where is it? There it is. Okay, sorry. I have a feeling I don't. I think I've used them all. Oh, Bumble's whining. What about these ones? They're really small though. I think that's kind of too small to write in. Oh, I do have them. Okay. Well, why don't I use those, I think. Let's try it and see. I might change my mind as we go, but let's try it and see. So I don't know what shows I'm writing on here yet, but I will do that. Like there's a bunch of shows that I started watching and like I'll watch them for a few seasons and then I'll forget about them, or like especially the ones that are currently on TV and I get caught up on Netflix. But then the new Netflix season isn't up. I mean, the new season isn't on Netflix until like the following year. So then I completely forget to watch like the new one. I did that with so many shows. And then what happens is a couple of years go by and or even 6 months or something. And then I have no idea what's going on in the show. And then it's like, you know, I don't know. You know what I mean? Then I almost have to like rewatch the whole show and I don't want to do that. So I think this will help me with those types of shows, especially. Just to remember to watch them. And sometimes like I'll get sidetracked and I'll start watching something else and then I'll forget to go back. Like did that with Riverdale. And then like I do have to rewatch it because I don't remember what happened. Because when you binge watch TV shows, it's like different than when you watch them every week, like during the year, because I feel like you don't retain as much. It's like cramming for a test in college, you know what I mean? So... all right, I thought maybe I would use these arrows here because I think they're cute and it would kind of add a little bit more space there so that it's not like so much space on this side, you know what I mean? I obviously don't need the arrows there. I know this, but it's just something to put down to take up space and to be cute. Bumble is whining because I have my door shut. She is being a little bit of a pain, which is nothing unusual. She's getting so used to having me home all the time with this quarantine that, like, I feel like when we're finally back to normal, she's gonna be like having separation anxiety. I have a feeling a lot of dogs are gonna be having separation anxiety. All right. So I can use number stickers, but I don't think I'm gonna have enough. So I'm just gonna write in numbers. But before I do that, I obviously have to put in the shows, and I don't know what those are gonna be yet. So I think I have to pause this and figure out which shows I wanna track here. They might be shows I've been watching, and they might also be new shows. So hang on and let me figure this out. Okay, Bumble has joined the party. Yay, there she is, the star of the show. She doesn't even like being on the desk, but there she is. So, okay, well that's enough. Now she's just hanging out. I'm not even holding her there. All right, I'll put you down. You can go outside. All right, so I decided I would write the shows in black. Actually, I'm gonna use a 0.5, and then I'm gonna color in these red, these little arrows. So let's start. I am only gonna put in, I have 6 shows to put in. I'm gonna leave 2 blank for future shows. But here's ones that I have been watching and one that I do want to watch. So first off, we have, let me see. So here they are. This is my handwriting, by the way. This is my real handwriting. So since Shameless has so many seasons, I don't know if I should put the number of seasons, like maybe the most seasons on top, or kind of just alternate them. I don't know. I'll just do that. So Shameless, if you don't watch that, it's so funny. It's a really good show. I have been watching that for years, and I'm on season 9, but I haven't finished season 9, and I don't want to forget about it. Ozark is another good one, and season 3 is coming out today, actually. So check that out if you have not already. That's a really good show. Like I said, Riverdale is one I started watching. I did not get very far. I think I'm only like halfway through the first season. But that was like a year or 2 ago, so I'm probably gonna have to rewatch that. Schitt's Creek is hilarious. It's so funny. And I think I've watched like 1, maybe 2 seasons of that. Maybe 3 seasons. I have to go back and look. It's been a while since I've watched it. Mindhunter, I watched the first season and I have not watched the second season yet. If you like, you know, scary things, serial killer stuff, you'll like that. I like true crime stuff, so that interests me. And the new one I want to watch is The Stranger. And it's got good reviews, but I have not checked that out yet. I think that's a Netflix original. Okay, so now I'm just gonna color in these little arrows with, I guess, well, it depends. I'm probably gonna color it in the same red as I color that in. So let's see which red I'm gonna use. So this is this red. I feel like that's not the right red. I feel like this red is the right red, which is the Tulle. Where did I put it? There it is. So I'm gonna use that. I'm just gonna color in these arrows and then probably color in the Netflix after that. Okay, Okay, you can see that smeared a little when I went to erase it. That's why you have to be really careful to erase. Like, I usually wait an hour or so if I'm doing something like this, just so that it's not like messed up. But like a regular spread, I don't wait that long. Anyway, so I'm gonna go in with the Sakura Jelly Roll in white and just color that in just to take away that area. I also might go in with this. Do you see what I did to fix the L? I kind of like did it straight across, and now that line's a little bit thicker. It might not bother me, so I might just leave it that way. I don't know. So the next thing I'm gonna do is write in the number of seasons for each show. And I think I'll use like a bigger pen, maybe the Papermate Flare, to write in the number of seasons. And then what I'll do when I watch it is I'm just going to like either cross it out or circle it or something like that, just to show which seasons I've already watched. So like I said, for Shameless, it's 9 seasons. And I do want to leave room over here because I decided to do a like rating system, and I wish I had moved these over, but I'm not going to move them all now. So I'm going to do a rating system. Maybe I should do that first to see how much room I have left. So what I'm going to use is in the journaling sticker book, there's these little stars here on this page. So I'm going to use those. It's going to be sort of time consuming. I'm probably going to hate that I decided to do this, but it is what it is. So let's just try it and see. I tried to find habit trackers that were like the lines, but I couldn't find any in the colors that I wanted. So what I'm going to do is take this, and I'm going to start like on the very edge so that I know how much room I have. So let's see. So I'm just going to put them right next to each other. And I'm going to do like a 5-star rating system. So if I like a show a lot, I'll give it 3 or 4 stars, 4 stars probably. If I love a show, I'm going to give it 5 stars. Obviously, we know what a 5-star rating system is, but just thought I would explain my system. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put these here. And then what I might do is take a ruler and just kind of know, like, well, I guess I don't really need to if I'm starting at the same part. I guess I don't need a ruler. Now I know, though, how much room I have to write the 9 seasons, and I have to write them kind of small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I have to write it kind of small. All right, that's probably too small. Because I definitely had more room than that. Shoot. What should I do here? I can wait it out, or I could just leave it that way. I would rather have it look more spread out. Maybe I can cover it with a sticker and use a sticker instead to write those in. Let me see. I could use these as like the seasons. That might be kind of cool. For this one, there's only, what, 7 on here? So I would need like 2 more. I would just extend it by cutting it. Why don't I try that? Because it's kind of gives it a little bit of something. And then I can just color that in. That'll make it easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and white this out. I'm gonna put this down, and for this one, like I said, I need 2 more. So what I'm gonna do is cut the end off, and then I'll take another section from another one and just attach 2 more at the end. So let me see if I cut this off here. I'll put this back, not that I'll ever need to use that again. So we're just gonna put it right about here. And I'll add 2 more to it. Now it's gonna look like a longer box. So now what I'll do is just put one of these down on other ones because I don't, like 9 seasons was the most, and then next was like 5 seasons. Like, so anyway, I don't have to extend any more of these because they're already, like, I have enough seasons. What am I trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time, and it's not really working out for me. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a really thin pen. I have this point, what is this? I don't even know. 0.3, I think. Yeah, it's like a 0.3 Pentel Energel. I'm gonna write in numbers here for the seasons. So like I said, so I can get in like really skinny because it's a very thin pen. Like I said, Shameless has 9 seasons. Actually, there are 10 seasons on Netflix, 10 seasons of the show and 9 on Netflix. I should have done a 10th season. I can change that later though. There's only 9 on Netflix right now. When the 10th one comes out, I'm gonna wanna put a 10 there, so. Ozark has currently 2 seasons, and like I said, the 3rd season is coming on Friday, so I'm gonna put 3. Riverdale has 3. Schitt's Creek has 5. So each of these is gonna have room for more except for that one. Mindhunter has 2, and The Stranger currently has 1. Okay, I like this look better than had I just written in the numbers. So now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put stars down on all of these, and I probably will wait to rate it until I've like watched all the seasons that are currently available on Netflix, and then I'll rate it. So I'm not gonna rate any today. So let me just fast forward this while I put these down. I'm sure you don't want to see me struggle with all these tiny stars, and I might regret it after a while. This is going to be tedious. Okay, so I think I'm done. Like, I could add some little popcorn doodles or stickers in here. I could add, you know, TVs or something, but I kind of like the simplicity of this. I'm gonna erase the lines here. And I wanted to mention that this is a piece of big Happy Planner paper because I do put this, I put trackers in the back of my big Happy Planner. So let me know in the comments down below what other 2 shows I should add here. I'd be interested to see what you guys have to say. And I guess that's it for me. I will talk to you guys soon. Hang in there. Love you guys. Bye.